The Shaw Concepts ARC V2 is engineered as a feature-rich overt plate carrier. The integrated Stratus Fit pads are made of foam, which is a natural insulator. This isn't all bad. Insulation is able to retain a lot of heat, and if you are working a static position or a post where you're not particularly active in cold weather, then that's actually a fantastic quality. But in other circumstances, or for other users who might be more active or in hotter climates, you may not want to trap all that heat and moisture all the time. Fortunately, we've got a hack to help. To enhance your physiological performance and survivability in the field while reducing bulk and weight, we'll show you how one design choice by Shaw Concepts simplifies upgrading your ARC V2 with the Qore Performance ICEAGE ecosystem for cooling, heating, and hydration. Let's get into it. So what are the upgrades? The heart of the ICEAGE ecosystem is IcePlate Gen 3, packing 52.4 fluid ounces of water for 70 watts of conductive cooling or 52 watts of conductive heating with the drinking water we already carry. But what does this mean in the real world, and why should we care? Well, generally speaking, this translates to 3 to 4 hours of conductive heating or 2 to 4 hours of conductive cooling. But the more important number is actually the amount of energy or heat that is absorbed from the body into the ice plate to enhance performance and survivability in the field. While specific results will vary based on physiological and environmental factors like metabolic capacity, ambient temperature, body mass, solar exposure, and a lot more, those are pretty good numbers to go by. As ice plate absorbs body heat and melts ice into chilled drinking water, it maintains a constant 1-inch hard cell profile. Unlike legacy soft hydration bladders that bulge up into 4 inches thick, it won't shift, burst, or force awkward seating positions in your vehicle for total confidence and increased comfort in your kit. Above that, Ice Flask brings the same conductive cooling, heating, and hydration function as Ice Plate, but with a 16.9 fluid ounce capacity, delivering 23 watts of cooling and 17 watts of heating built into the same profile as a PRC 152 radio, so it fits inside any PRC 152 compatible pouch. You don't have to buy our holsters. IMS Pro Gen 3 attaches to the inside of the ARC V2, serving as the chassis for Ice Plate between your back and your armor plate interchangeably, but never as a direct replacement for your armor plate. For those who do not want or do not need the conductive thermoregulation of IcePlate Moly back panel delivers external hard cell hydration only in a constant 1-inch profile form factor that is roughly 75% thinner than a legacy soft hydration bladder. IceVent's Aero shoulder pads provide standoff ventilation, comfort padding, and load distribution in a profile of just 0.25 inches. That is as light and as low profile as you're going to get, especially for the world-class performance that IceVent's Aero shoulder pads deliver. So let's build it out. You can set your armor plates aside for now, as you won't need them, but keep them nearby for sizing. Pop open the ARC V2. Both plate bags are fully lined with internal Velcro loops, so there's no Catamaran Gen 3 or separate attachment hardware required. Everything mounts directly to the carrier. You start with the pontoons, you line them up, press them into place, and done. Instant standoff ventilation, no adjustment needed. Next, your IceVent's Aero shoulder pads. You wrap them over your factory shoulder pads or pull the stock padding entirely and run the IceVent's Aero shoulder pads on their own. Either way, same hook and loop mount, a few seconds, and you're set. Since the current one also has an internal Velcro root field, we're going to place a second set of IceVent's classic pontoons for standoff ventilation right where your sides take the most compression under load and vent that heat to keep you dry and comfortable in any climate all season. Now, IcePlate Gen 3 via IMS Pro Gen 3, this setup allows you to run IcePlate internally. So you just align the Velcro, press it into place. Your hydration chassis doesn't require any straps, no buckles to fight or anything like that. Route the drink tube through the side ports and reconnect it to your IcePlate, seat it fully, close the flap, and there's 52.4 fluid ounces of hydration and real conductive cooling or heating riding underneath your armor, not in place of it. While Ice Flask can be mounted inside any PRC 152 pouch, the Ice Flask wing holster is the fastest option. Mount the wing to the interior panel, slide Ice Flask in, and you're done. Always within reach for on-the-go hydration. That's a fully configured ARC V2 running the complete ICEAGE ecosystem. IceVent's Aero shoulder pads, IceVent's pontoons, front and sides for standoff ventilation, Ice Flask mounted via its ice flask wing holster, and Ice Plate Gen 3 riding between you and your armor for conductive cooling, heating, and hydration if you're using IMS Pro Gen 3. Every piece mounts the same way it comes off. No permanent modification, no tools, no compromise on speed, movement, or maneuverability. If you don't need or want the conductive thermal regulation of Ice Plate running against your back, then here's the setup for you. To install Ice Plate MOLLE back panel, pick your ride height, weave it into the PAL slots on the ARC V2 like any other pouch, and then you lock it down. Ice Plate MOLLE back panel has Qore pattern zippers to run any Qore zip compatible back panel you want with the confidence of hard cell hydration underneath. So you know you won't have any bladder pop issues and you can sit flat in any vehicle. Slide Ice Plate Gen 3 back into the chassis. You simply reconnect the drink tube, lock it down with the integrated routing strips, insert your plates, and you're set. Your armor does the armor's job, Ice Plate rides along behind it for hydration only. We get lots of questions from people new to the Ice Plate and ice flask systems about the proper way to use it, capacity, etc., which is a little beyond the scope of this video, but we've included links to a video we did on field hydration systems, as well as a few short slides on the field hydration cycle by our friend Felix at Red Bear Tactical that cover this in greater detail. If you've got another plate carrier you want to see us upgrade, let us know in the comments below. Until then, we hope you liked the video. Thanks for the subscribes and the likes, and as always, stay frosty.